Hey, what's up? Um, I'm making this video to basically talk about something I've kind of been doing, and I didn't realize I was doing it for a long time. Come here. Come on. Come on. Come on. And that would be exploration of self. Now, for the longest time, I streamed, and all I did was focus on YouTube for like 2 or 3 years. And I met my girlfriend that way, or my ex, and I, you know, pretty much shared every detail of my life with you guys. It was like a Truman Show, you know? And I was living in that environment for so long, and recently, like in November of last year, I kind of realized that I really don't know who I am, you know? In the sense that, like, I haven't explored for a long time, and I haven't done things that I want to do, and I haven't seen my family or expanded on relationships with other people that I wanted to. And, you know, I think I was working so much on Twitch and trying to do all this crazy stuff that I kind of, it imploded on me. And I realized very quickly that I needed to focus on myself. I gave up my mental, my physical, and my like physiological health to do this job. And it's not a hard job. It's just a job that completely relies on your own work ethic. And my work ethic is damaging to me. And I've had to realize, like, I've had to, like, take a step back and be like, oh, I need to balance myself. You know? Um, it sucks. Like, I miss streaming right now. I miss, like, doing stuff and having that urge, but I'm also, like, living my life. And I'm going out and I'm making friends and I'm meeting people and I'm doing things. And it's like, you know, I'm working out. I feel like a man again. That sounds weird. Not that I didn't feel like a man, but I feel like when you lift heavy weight, brain empty, heart big. It just feels nice to kind of have energy again and feel like youthful. Because for the longest time, I was in such a negative mindset, and I think that I like kind of got rid of that prior to even getting banned on Twitch. Like, I think I was in a better headspace anyways. And there's a lot of reasons why for that. Like, I've taken a lot of big risk, and I got out of kind of a toxic family situation, and now I live on my own, and I'm very happy with some of the choices I've made. But I just wanted to say to you guys, like, I'm sorry that I'm not streaming, and I'm sorry that I'm not doing a lot of things, but I think creativity needs breath, and I think creativity needs to experience life. And when I'm sitting there streaming, 200 hours a month, and then doing through 3 or 4 YouTube videos, and then I'm working on music and doing all this crazy shit, it's kind of like I'm really not finding a way to fulfill myself past just working and making money. And I think there's a lot more to life than that. I've been really happy lately. I've just been exploring my own self. I'm going on a trip to France with my dad soon. Never done that. I'm kind of scared of that. Me and my dad always used to butt heads, and I think it's gonna be crazy to kind of like just spend time with him solo in like a different country. So I'm probably not gonna be streaming. I was planning on. I kind of got screwed with this computer because it was supposed to come in November, and it was going to come in like November or December, and then I was going to have like a month and a half or 2 months to work, and then it didn't. So now I'm like 16 days away from going to France or something, and I have this computer that I have to set up an entire new Ableton template, which last time I did that took me fucking 7 days. And I'm kind of like, do I even do it and then stream for like 4 days? Or do I spend time with my friends here and go to France, have that template ready, like make it cool up until France, come back and fucking murk it? I think that's the thing about this job is like I never really expected to be a YouTuber, nor did I really want to be. I kind of just was working Uber, and I put a GoPro in my car because a girl passed out, and the cop that had to come wake her up was like, dude, she could have claimed you did anything to her. Get a GoPro. And ever since then, like ever since that video took off, it's just been cool to like kind of utilize marketing and music and combine those two things and make videos that like make digestible content while also sharing my music and making people laugh. I think that's the coolest thing about my job. And I think that I could do that anytime, anywhere, any place. And being able to like find myself and be in a better environment and be healthier physically and maybe even mentally when I come back to it will be so strong, like so much better, you know? Because I'm gonna be honest with you guys, when I was streaming all the time, I was fucking doing Adderall like a motherfucker. There came a point where I was like doing Adderall every day, and I was like, this is horrible. I'm prescribed to it. I should be taking Adderall, but I don't like taking Adderall every day, you know? So it kind of sucked. I needed to take a break, and I feel bad because I've been honeypotting everybody, saying I'll come back. But then you go hang out with a friend for a day, and you're like, that was actually really nice for me. That was good. And then you spend time with your baby nephew, and your uncle, and it's like the next day, and you're like, maybe I'll wait for the next day to really do something. And that's kind of been the situation for me. Is I keep just putting myself in situations where I'm social and I'm recharging my energy. And, I feel like I gave up so much of myself to my stream for the entertainment purpose of it, right? Like, as I said when I started this, I met my girlfriend or my ex-girlfriend streaming, and I kind of like showed you guys. I feel like a lot of my content when I was doing VR chat was like this weird content where I was sort of like showing you guys how to be like confident and do whatever the fuck you want and just have fun with it, But that also involved like talking to girls and doing shit like that. And I don't really want to be like a VR chat pickup artist, man. I really don't want to be, and I kind of got pigeonholed into that, and it sucked. It was weird, So when that ended, and I met Amanda and we had our relationship, it's kind of like I went more private with things and I stopped caring so much about. I started realizing what I think made my content good, which is like being like wholesome, positive, funny interactions with people, and like music and just being entertaining. And I'm just kind of tired of giving up a lot of my private life and making so many people involved in my personal life, because I feel like maybe even that came from a point of insecurity where I was trying to prove something, and now I don't have that weight on me anymore, I want to have a private life. I want to maybe meet somebody and like fucking, not not call her a hoe on VR chat on stream as the first thing that we, as the first thing I meet her as. And I want to do things with my life that are cool and my own, and I want to experience those things, because you know what, I gave 4 years of my life working my fucking ass off, and I feel like I deserve that. And I feel like if there's viewers or people who like are mad at me, coming upon that realization, that's kind of on you, man. I don't, and of course I do owe you guys stuff. In my head, I'm not like one of those people who think you gave me money, I don't owe you anything. I'm a big believer in like, hey, like I have a fan base and they fuck with me, and you guys have done so much for me. But I do adamantly think that my best interest will create better streams, and I'm also thinking in that sense you guys will get the best out of it, right? That's kind of my viewpoint. Is if I was, you guys have seen me in my most negative points. Some of you have been here for 2 years. You've seen me do VR chat and be an asshole. You've seen me be on Twitch and fucking be super negative towards every single person because I was so insecure and so crazy. Like I didn't know what the fuck was going on, and I didn't know how to live in this world in terms of like the entertainment world. And I was just like, I went from like being a poor dude who did Uber 80 hours a week to like all of a sudden having a following. And it was insane to me. It was like too much to handle. I was overwhelmed. And you guys have seen me become overwhelmed and do stupid shit because I'm emotional and I'm highly sensitive. And I don't want to fucking do that, I really want to, like, genuinely from the bottom of my heart, this is one of the first times in my life where instead of continuing into a lapse of self-destruction, I've somehow turned it into a positive cycle. Now I'm in a positive loop, which is fucking amazing, guys. Like, if you ever And listen, it might take you forever. It might take no. It's everyone deserves a positive loop sometimes, right? I definitely think you deserve a positive loop. I think you deserve to be able to say like, okay, I feel good, you know, and I think it really started with like me working out. I'm gonna be honest. It started with like fitness, me working out, and I'm not really religious, but you know, it also started with like me considering like manifestation and energy, and I think that shit is completely real. I think if you're like I see my future, and I'm going to do everything I can to complete that future. You know, like I know what I want to be in 6 months. I want to be like ripped. I want to be fucking. I want to be like killing it. You know, I want to have a full set, my studio fully set up. I can make music frequently. I'll start making more types of videos. I'll continue streaming GTA. I miss GTA so fucking much. Like I miss everyone on GTA so much, man. I miss that life, you know. But I want to have balance because the worst thing about what I was doing, and I caught myself doing it, is I was forcing myself to stream as much as I can, even though my real life shit wasn't ready for anything I was doing. You know, like my taxes weren't like big shit in my life. I would put off, right, because I wanted to fucking stream, which is stupid. You know, how much money do you need to really make? How much of your time do you really need to give up? You know, I think people grind streaming, and I think it's awesome they do. For me, I'm like I need me time. I need to work out. I need to spend time with my dog, my friends, my family. I want to go do things. I have all these opportunities to travel this year, and I'm like I'm gonna take every single fucking one of them, man. I'm gonna go to the Amalfi Coast. I'm gonna go on. I'm gonna go on a cruise with my grandma. Come on, guys. I might go on a road trip with like a few friends, like all across the country. I want to do shit. I'm 28. You know, I I spent 4 years not really doing much, than like streaming and shit. And it's kind of like I feel like I can make bangers. I feel like I don't. It's not like I'm like expended on YouTube. I'm not done. You know, I feel like if I came back looking good and like killing it and singing better and getting better at music like I have been, it's not like that's going to be a negative thing, you know? I don't know. This is what's on my head right now. I usually don't do this. I usually like have all these thoughts and I'm like, I want to make a video of it. And then I never turn the camera on. But this is what I just want to say this. This is what I wanted to say to you guys, okay? That's why I haven't been streaming. I'm gonna set my computer up. It's probably gonna be dope. I'll probably do some like streams here and there, but I genuinely think I should just go to France, spend time with my dad, you know, get through some stuff, and come back and absolutely kill it. You know, I wish the computer would have got here earlier. That was my biggest issue. Is if it would have got here a month ago, I would have been able to wing this into something completely different, and I would have been able to grind it out. But right now, my computer getting here like on February 1st pretty much makes it so I literally only have like 4 or 5 days of streaming realistically if I get my template done how I want to do it. And what a template is on Ableton is I go and I make like I do a whole bunch of audio mixing and coding and all this crazy shit and MIDI mapping, and I take all my controllers that you see I have, all little buttons and knobs and shit, and I set them up all differently, and then I route all my instruments, and this like my setup is so fucking stupidly complex at this point that it's like it's also pretty overwhelming to be like, hey, I'm gonna try to get this done as quick as I can, and then make like my huge comeback to GTA and then leave for 23 days. You know, I feel bad because I wish I feel bad for the people that I feel bad that I have Prio on No Pixel. I love it. I'm gonna kill it. And the matter of fact that I do makes it so I can come back and make content, and I really want to. But I hate that. Like I feel bad that I'm not like taking advantage of how great I could be taking advantage of the shit that's going on No Pixel. But it'll still be there when I'm back, and I hope to make even better shit, man. So I just want to tell you guys that thank you so much to everyone who supports me. I'm sorry that I'm lazy. Sorry that I'm not, the greatest fucking person ever. I don't know. I just I genuinely feel like I wasn't trying to take a break, and I wasn't trying to like not stream and shit, and it just kind of ended up turning into this, And I think the path of like self exploration and genuinely caring about your physiological needs is something that I don't really have. I've never had the opportunity to do this. I've never been able to like really just focus on what I'm going to eat today, and really just focus on like how many times I can take my dog out, or really focus on like trying to have a social life for a week. It's been a minute, man, and those are things I gave up willingly because I love what I do, and it's a fucking privilege to do what I do. But I think that like there's only so much time I could not be a human being until I go fucking crazy, That's why I got banned on Twitch. Like, I got banned on Twitch because I was spending 100 hours every month doing Uber and then 100 hours streaming, and I had no fucking time. And I was also doing school full time, and I let myself get so overwhelmed, and I balance nothing. And then I'm like, why am I aggressive and angry and sad and mad and emotional and shit? And it's like, probably because you're not taking care of yourself, man, So, at least I'm old enough, and I'm at the point where I realize that, right? I'm taking advantage of that now. So, that's kind of the plan. We'll see how it goes. I really can't wait to start streaming again. I hope you guys have been following me on Instagram and seeing like me working out and posting pictures of that shit. It's tight to like feel so much more confident in my body, and like it helps me so much in so many ways to not consistently always shit on myself. I still shit on myself, but having that ability to be like, no man, like you're pretty cool. Come on. No man, you look good. It feels real great, So Yep. I thought you guys would like this update. So let me know what you think in the comments. I miss all of you, all my fucking viewers, my community. Please join my discord.gg/wobbles. I love to talk to you guys. I'm in there every day. I check it every 30 minutes. I fucking love seeing you guys talking there. And, let's hang out, bro. So, if you guys want more content like that, like this, where I'm just chilling, let me know, okay? Peace out.